IMG Florida. So we had the curse. The curse was broken by old Billy, right? And now we've got some steam. Got Kamari Wilson, who is obviously signed. He's committed. The guy's doing well with the NIL as well. He's got some merch that has come out, some Kamari Wilson merch. But we also have Kamari Harris from IMG who just signed. He's coming out next year. But now there's some steam for Jordan Hall, 4-star linebacker out of IMG as well. So that's exciting. Look, the juices are flowing. Kamari Harris, by him signing, he's really pushing these kids to kind of keep the family by going to Florida. I follow him on Instagram and things like that. We kind of had some short talks about possibly having him on here. Haven't heard from him. I think they have some rules they have to follow, so probably why. But he's pushing these guys. And it's good if we can get more of those to kind of sprinkle that juice around. Like, hey, there's some cool stuff going down in Florida. You boys want to come hang out. So I'm loving what we're seeing, man. IMG is a powerhouse of kids. Look, and Jaden Rashad is from IMG as well too. So to say that doesn't have some play, looking good, boys.
Look, IMG's always just been a machine of football powerhouse, and I have to say that I've loved FSU being the recipient of so many kids coming from there. Look, Billy's done a great job. He came in, he's used some inroads and certainly made IMG a lot less reliable for the other schools, the Miamis that can pull him south, the Florida States that were able to pull him north. I think even UCF and USF were able to snag a few kids from there over the last couple of years. But yeah, from what Billy's done in just a short period of time, if you can get the IMG faucet turned on and you can keep it, it's amazing. It's gonna be a big help. Chris Winkie ended up being a football coach at IMG, and that helped us tremendously to keep kids coming there to the beautiful school out west that Florida loves to refer to us as. But look, if you can get that pipeline open and you can keep those inroads, it's a good spot to be.
Gator Gang says it's nice to be able to talk about recruiting and have some good things to talk about, not want to jump off a bridge. And I totally agree. I think it's the needle's moving in the right direction. Some other good news, too. Darryl Middleton, he's set to visit this weekend. He's out of Tennessee. He was a 3-star recruit, 6'7", 305, D lineman, I believe. He also has a visit with Jackson State. We know how that can go. He has an offer from Georgia. But if we can add that monster to the D-line, that would be a huge pickup going into this next season, which we're going to get into grading the offensive line or the offensive team, and we'll do defense next week. But these pickups are going to be huge. Chris Smith asked about any 5-star wide receivers. There's been a 4-star, I believe. It changes, right? So there's 5 stars, 4-star. It always kind of flips back and forth depending on what site you're using. But there's been a few 4-star wide receivers for sure that have us in their top 5, top 7 that we've mentioned in the past videos. We've got Arlos Birmingham, who was a 4-star wide receiver. He's coming in this year. He's going to be here this year, so that's going to be good. But nobody right now, to me, that's going to make any big impact except the Ricky Purcell transfer. That's a huge transfer for Florida, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But I think that's going to be the next big thing. But right now, we're building lines, and we're building defenses, and we got some good plays on running backs and quarterbacks. So we've got all the right pieces moving along, some big names, some big exciting recruits in all these big spots. So I'm excited for that.
And opening the right pipeline with the right schools, because those can just produce and produce and produce. And that's really where you want to be, is to have maybe those schools down in like the Dade County area. I'm sure Fishing would agree that the 305 will produce a ton of football talent. But in IMG, if you can get that inroad, especially considering how close it is to campus, those kids aren't going far, right? So the ones that do want to stay home, man, they're right up the road. And most of their families can make a drive to see their kids play.
For sure. Oh, before you go, make sure you guys check out this video right here. It's brand spanking new. It's shiny. It's beautiful. It's gonna be a great one. I promise you. Make sure you like that video too. And also too, don't forget to subscribe somewhere in this vicinity right here.